Hey everybody, welcome back to another super special episode of M.O.T.R Vapes, and I am super excited for doing this review here for you guys today. I am going to be giving you a chance to win an amazing amount of e-juice. It is going to be a 1-year supply of the Bubbles bubblegum flavored e-juice. That is correct. I said it exactly how I meant to say it. It is a 1 full year supply of this juice right there. It is a quality juice at that. And so what's going to be happening, in order to enter this contest, you actually have to be a Canadian citizen. The whole fact of this juice is it is a Canadian brand juice, and we want to support the Canadian people out there today. We have our own juices in this country. We make some good stuff, and we want to spread the good word out there. Now, this juice is made by Sovereign Juice Company, and it is distributed through ejuicewholesalecanada.com, or you can contact Wesley Gould for it. There are some stipulations for this, though. It's not just going to go to anybody out there. You have to be the Canadian resident, so that's going to be part one of it. You're going to also have to at least comment on this video, and it would be real awesome if you could subscribe to it as well. I'm just saying, it would be nice. I love getting subscriptions. Who doesn't? Who doesn't? But the third thing is, you're going to have to go to the Canadian E-Juice tour, and you're also going to have to like that page as well. It is the Canadian E-Juice Tour group. So once that happens, you're going to comment on one, you're going to comment or going to like one, you're going to comment on the other. Maybe even leave your Facebook page if you're not sure. Oh, well, I don't want to get lost. Maybe they won't be able to find me from one comment to the likes or something. Make sure we can try and correspond with you back and forth that way. You're going to find out how to get a hold of you. So make sure that's going to happen as well. And like I said, it is a 1-year supply of this juice right there. I was on the phone with Wesley last night, and he was like, we need to do something for the Canadian people. This juice is just, it's going to do well, and we need to do well for the people out there. And he said, take it and give them that 1-year supply of juice to that lucky individual, and let's help support the Canadian pride out there. So, congrats out to your Wesley. That's an amazing way to be going. So, let's get down to the brass tacks of this juice right here. Up first, we have the sour strawberry. Alright guys and gals, so there is only one way that I could possibly fathom to describe the sour strawberries, e-juice, and all of these juices in the entire lineup. So let's take it away and see what I had to find out about this juice. So like was mentioned, we're going to be going over the sour strawberry e-juice first, and this is going to be the flavor you get in your mouth. Oh, yeah. Oh, oh, isn't that some juicy, delicious strawberry goodness? Wow, that was refreshing. Man, them strawberries were so good. I can't wait till we get to the sour. Sour keys. Mmm. Alright guys, so that's what it's going to be like when you personally enjoy your sour strawberry bubblegum e-juice. It's an amazing flavor, that's definitely for sure. As you can see by the expression that was just put on my face there, it is an amazing flavor. The sour in the sour strawberry is a nice undertone of that sour. It comes through very nice. It takes over it doesn't, I should say, take over the entire juice. What it does is it really complements that strawberry and really brings it down to a nice whole in the whole thing. And now this is what it's going to be like when you actually vape on this e-juice. Let's show you the vapor density that you get off this good stuff right here. There is the sour, the strawberry, and most important to it, and most important to all of these e-juices, is that bubble gum. That bubblegum flavor is in each and every one of these e-juices. It is there. It's enough that it really plays off the other flavors that are in here. It enhances the overall feeling of what you're vaping inside your mouth. It's like you're chewing some bubble gum with this stuff. It is a delicious, delicious overall flavor. That is 100% correct. This stuff gets my gold seal right there. I'm enjoying it. I love it. There's not much left in the bottle. I'm going to have to be asking for some more bottles after this because that is the way that this juice works. It is delicious. I never personally thought, hey, bubblegum would be my cup of tea when it comes down to these juices. Was I ever proven wrong? Alright, so that was the sour bubblegum little review on there. You saw the density, you saw what I had to say on it. So next up in the line, we're going to be going over the ice cream bubblegum flavor. So the ice cream bubblegum, it's a different sort of flavor. It's a little bit different from the other ones of the flavor in the line. You do get the undertone of the bubblegum, but the ice cream is a little bit different. I'm not 100% sure. I've never had bubblegum flavored ice cream, and I think that's where I lack on my knowledge from this. It does have a delicious flavor on it, and you do get the bubblegum tone, but the actual taste of it is different, and it's more unique than the other flavors that are in here. When you think bubblegum ice cream, you think, bubblegum ice cream. And that's kind of what it's like when you actually vape on this stuff, too. You're thinking, yeah, that's bubblegum ice cream. And this is what it's going to be like when you vape on your bubblegum ice cream. It's delicious. It is 100% delicious. You get that bit of the bubble gum in the back. You get the ice cream flavor come up on the front. That's where I found it. I found the bubble gum flavor in the back of my palate. I found the ice cream flavor more so on the front of me, on the exhale as it's coming out. This stuff is delicious. Now that you've heard me talk about it though, let's see what I was like when I experienced it. If you thought the delicious sensation of having strawberries and sour keys thrown at you was good, you're gonna like the ice cream. Now hold on. Oh! And here's the ice cream. Come on with it. That is some good stuff. So, there you have it. Another amazing flavor from this lineup of e-juice right there. The bubblegum, another gold seal on the standard right there. Loving it, enjoying it, vaping on it. Yeah. Next up in the lineup, we are going to be going over Spearmint. So I probably know what a few of you people are out there thinking right now. Spearmint bubblegum, that's not that fantastic of a juice. Maybe that's not going to be something that you're going to personally want to vape. I definitely know that's what I was thinking when they busted out the spearmint gum or bubble gum. I was like, it's going to be for someone else, but it's probably not going to be for me. And I was proven so wrong on this. The spearmint bubblegum flavor is so good. It is so close to the actual spearmint bubblegum, but it's not like the spearmint part of the bubblegum doesn't nail you in the face. Like you're not getting a menthol flavor. Like you're not just like getting the kick of it. It is so good. It is just so delicious. You're getting the spearmint, you're getting the bubblegum with it, you're getting everything as a whole. And this juice, it turned my head. It really did. I had to take a double take on this juice. As you can tell, again, this bottle right there, there's not a whole lot left in it. And I haven't had these juices for an extended period of time. I've had them for a couple weeks, and these are all 60 ml bottles of juice. And I'm going through each and every one of them fairly quickly. So this is what it's going to be like when you vape your particular spearmint bubblegum. The spearmint is the is just nice. It's a good tone. You can taste it afterwards in your mouth. It's not just on the exhale or the inhale that this juice stays around. It lingers on your palate. The cooling to it, the little bit of that minty part, it's just complementary to the bubblegum flavor. It sits perfectly. You don't go like, ugh! You don't gasp for your breath or anything from the mint flavor on it. It is a delicious, delicious vape. This stuff is a perfect example of what a spearmint bubblegum flavor should be. This is an overwhelmingly good success of a flavor. And remember, for one of you lucky individuals, you could be vaping on this juice right here and all these juices for an entire year of it. An entire year of these flavors. This is an amazing opportunity. So let's see what it was like to experience a bit of spearmint in my life. Up next, we've got the spearmint. So there you have it, spearmint. We got another success story on the go. Can we keep up this stride? Can we keep going with this juice? Can we do what we need to do? I know what we can because I've already been through them all. But now you get to see what's going on with the rest of them. Up next, we're going to have passion fruit. When it comes to this passion fruit flavor, it is a little bit different than the other flavors. This is the fruity mix of what's going inside these e-juices right here. This is a perfect example of another uplifting and lighthearted juice. This is for you individuals out there who really enjoy your fruit flavors and also want to try something that's a little bit different, a little bit more unique. With that bubblegum undertone with this juice, it really, really works well. You get the full fruity flavor of the passion fruit as well as the bubblegum flavor in there with it. This is an excellent flavor. It actually leaves that bit of that juice in your mouth while you're inhaling and exhaling. It doesn't really stick around for a long time after either. You get the enjoyment when you use it, and when you're done with it, you're done with it. This juice is another gold seal standard of what it's supposed to be like. As you can see, there is another repetitive thing going on with these juices. They're all excellent juices, and this is what it's going to be like to vape this particular juice. Now, I don't know if you've ever had passion fruit itself, but that is what passion fruit is supposed to taste like. It is the good fruity mix of the bubblegum flavor with the fruit goodness of what it's supposed to be. It is a juicy bubblegum flavor of the passion fruit. Now, there was a little bit of an issue when it came down to actually locating some passion fruit for the video, but we had to do something for you guys, so let's check out what that something is. Now, we actually ran into some problems trying to find ourselves some passion fruit. I don't know if that shit's not in season or where it is that we're actually going to be getting from, but don't worry, we found some tomatoes. Oh. Yeah! I know it's not passion fruit, but man, it's still pretty good. So as you can see, I really tried my best to do whatever I could for you guys when it came down to this, but I couldn't find passion fruit in my area anywhere, and I looked for some passion fruit, but I had to show you something, so I hope you enjoyed that. I didn't enjoy it. Well, that's a lie. I enjoyed it a little bit. Passion fruit bubble gum right there. Up next, we're going to be showing you something a little bit different. We're going to be going over the grape bubble gum. I seem to have gotten a little bit ahead of myself when I said grape bubble gum. What this is the grape blow pop. I guess bubble gum was getting too repetitive for them or something, so they said they're going to call this one the grape blow pop. So either which way, it is another good example of these flavors coming out here. This is for all you people out there who like their grape flavors but don't like the extra super sweetness that comes with a few of them, or have that dull flavor that comes off it. This is not like the hard grape candy flavors or anything like that. It is a nice, smooth, and well mixed grape that goes together. It's not something that, again, pows you with it. It's like, it's a smooth grape coming off this right here. And you get the bubble gum, you get the blow pop, but you still get it inside this juice right here. And this is what it's going to be like when you vape it. A lot of clouds coming off that one right there in that particular direction. The grape blow pop is a delicious flavor. It's for those who like that grapey goodness inside their juice. And I know that there are some of you out there that just die for a bit of that good grape flavor. I know I personally love a good grape every once in a while. I'm not a huge fruit fan, particularly. I don't run out every day and I don't go grab fruits off the shelf and be like, hell yeah, I need that in my life. But when it comes down to grapes, it's actually one of those fruits that I do that. It's not something I do every single weekend when I'm at the store, but once or twice a month I have to go out and grab some grapes. Grapes for me, they just signify a good fruit. You can sit, you can pull it off, you can eat them one by one, you can have a good snack with it, and it is a delicious flavor, just like what's going on here with this grape blow pop. So we actually had to mix things up a little bit because they mixed it up with the grape blow pop, so I had to mix it up with the grape recording. So let's check out what I had to do for this. That is 100% correct. That's a kiddie pool filled with grape crystals, and I poured some grapes on my face, because that's what it's like when you vape the grape. Last but not least from this lineup, I have my personal favorite e-juice coming up next. Let's get down to the super simple, the plain and the basic bubblegum flavor. So like I had mentioned earlier, when it comes down to these bubblegum flavors, I didn't think that this was going to be a juice that was actually going to particularly strike me. I figured, oh yeah, it's a bubblegum flavor. I've tried a few bubblegum flavors. I've made up a few of my own bubblegum flavors. I figured this was just going to be another thing to have around, and that was just going to be about it. But since this juice has come into the shop, and I've had two 60 ml bottles of this juice actually given to me, not just one of them but two of them, and I have both of them almost completely emptied out. I've had to take this juice home every single night with me just because it satisfies me so much. You know what it was? My jaws were too lazy to actually chew on bubble gum. That's what I think it comes down to. I'm not a huge bubblegum guy. Once every few months I'll grab a stick and I'll be like, okay, I'll chew on it for 5-10 minutes and I'll throw it out, and that's about it. But when it comes to these flavors and vaping on it, it is an entirely different, unique experience is what it is, because they are so close to that bubblegum flavor, and it's not even close. This stuff is dead on with the bubblegum flavor, and just that standalone bubblegum in itself could be an entire lineup of juice for me. I'd buy it just the way this is right here right now without the other flavors in there, but having the whole thing as a mix is just a bonus. It is bubblegum. There's no other way to describe this one. It is a delicious bubblegum flavor, and it really takes over everything that you have inside your mouth. It is a full on, as if you are chewing the bubble gum. When I use this stuff right here, I literally after exhaling, and it engulfs my mouth and all my flavor with it. It's just, I want to chew. Like, my mind thinks maybe I should flap my gums a little bit, because the flavor is so perfectly dead on with it that my head thinks I have bubblegum in my mouth. So enough of the talking with it. This is what it's going to be like to vape on it. It starts in the back and it moves its way forward. It actually feels like it moves, the flavor comes out gradually. It is delicious bubblegum flavor. I have to say, whoever wins this 1 year supply of juice is going to be an absolutely lucky individual. So let's see what I had for the actual taping of what it's like to experience a plain bubblegum flavor. Last but certainly not least, this is my favorite of them. This is just the plain Jane bubblegum flavor. Can't go wrong with it. So there you have it, everybody. This has been the entire lineup of Bubbles Ejuice. And remember, this stuff is made by Sovereign and it is distributed by ejuicewholesalecanada.com, or contact Wesley Gould. And I can tell you right now, you will not be disappointed. This stuff has been toured across Canada in the past month or so, and I mean literally toured across Canada. You might have actually met Wesley along the way. And if you ever run into this man right here, you make sure you ask him about his Bubbles Ejuice.